A lot of stuff we're covering here this morning here on WRAL News. We've got the U.S. Open, we've got traffic, we've got weather, lots to cover. Thanks for joining us here on WRAL News and Fox 50. I'm Chris Lovingood.
And I'm Michelle McConaughey. We're going to start with weather. We're going to start with the heat. It's what everybody's talking about this morning, Aimee. We're going to reach almost 100 by Friday.
Right, the heat index will likely be near 100 Friday. It is going to be a hot tournament out at Pinehurst. This is a live look at North Hills, a beautiful blue sky with some high clouds in the distance as well. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds through the day today, but the sun's really going to heat things up this afternoon and especially tomorrow and Friday. 71 right now in Raleigh and Durham. It's 70 in Rocky Mount, 67 in Southern Pines, 69 in Fayetteville. Let's see if we can go back to the weather graphics, perhaps. There we go, just a little technical difficulty. It's going to be warm this afternoon with some slightly higher humidity. We'll get up to about 88 this afternoon with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, but it'll get even hotter in the days ahead. 92 for the high on Thursday, 96 Friday. The record is 97, so getting very close to some record numbers. But a cold front brings a little bit of relief over the weekend with highs back in the upper 80s and low 90s. It also keeps a system in the tropics from making it to North Carolina. I'll have more on that coming up, Ken.
All right, at 8:32, Amy, busy morning out there on the roadways, but most of the crashes you see here showing up on our maps, really on local roads, not affecting any of your commute on any major roadways this morning. I do want to tell you about one crash that's recently cleared in the northbound lanes there in Durham. This is a Highway 147 and Cornwallis Road. The crash is near Alexander Drive, but that's not too far away from this live camera. You're not seeing the crash here in the clearing phase, but you can see the backup that is causing this morning there in the Durham freeway. So just keep that in mind if you're about to head out and to Durham this morning. Also in Durham, this crash we've been monitoring for at least an hour now on US 70, Miami Boulevard in the northbound lanes. It's causing some bumper-to-bumper traffic in that area. So keep that in mind as well. Elsewhere around the triangle, we use the usual congestion that's building in the westbound lanes of I-40 coming in from Johnson County, as well as 87 coming in from Nidale and Zebulon.
Today is the final day for golfers to practice ahead of the U.S. Open. Temperatures are heating up as we get closer to the start of the tournament. And WRAL's Laura Levine joins us live from Pinehurst. Laura, fans are going to have to find ways to beat the heat. Not only the fans, but the players, too.
Absolutely. Good morning, Michelle. Yes, and as the morning progresses, we are beginning to see more and more of those fans arrive here today. Take a look at the stands here near the practice area. The seats are filling up pretty quickly, and I want you to take a closer look. You can see a lot of people wearing those baseball hats, sunglasses, sun hats, you name it. They're going to need it for this week. Behind me here as well, you can see the golfers here into their final day of practice before the start of the U.S. Open. Along with all of the excitement comes the awareness about the dangers of an expected heat wave to take shape. Today, we will begin to see temperatures rise, but by Friday, we could see record-breaking heat for the U.S. Open with the heat index at 100. This will have an impact on these professional golfers who will be exerting a lot of energy and doing physical activity during the hottest parts of the day. Fan safety is also top of mind for the USGA, which is why they've provided hydration stations throughout the property, and guests can bring 32-ounce or smaller bottles to refill. We spoke with one fan yesterday who was already feeling the heat.
I've been sweating all day. We got a tan going. I expected it. We come from Indiana, so it's a little bit warmer here than Indiana, but they don't have as much humidity.
So check this out. The hottest it has ever been for the U.S. Open in Pinehurst is 90 degrees on Friday. We will beat that record. Laura Levine, WRAL News, live in Pinehurst.
And WRAL is your home for the U.S. Open as it returns to the Sandhills. Our team will have complete coverage on your phone, your tablet, and your TV. Once the first round tees off tomorrow, Gerald Owens and Jeff Hogan lead our coverage live from Pinehurst. And be sure to tune in to WRAL for all the action from the first tee to the 18th green. WRAL is your home all weekend long, beginning on Friday with second round action through the finals.